Alright, back we are. Game we will play.
I grew up with this broken skyline, the muted colors and the way the light falls. It's Dunwall, but it's not. Have I changed, or does everything just look different when you're not wearing a crown? Whatever grand scheme you've got underway now, Delilah, you were smart when you stole this place from me. You knew who among my people to corrupt, and you took away my strongest ally, my father. But you didn't know me. You only saw a sheltered princess. You never thought I'd fight back. You don't know me, Delilah, but you will.
I wonder... I haven't looked who the voice actress for Emily is. Oh, coins, bullets. Travel log, always the log. Death to the Empress. A farewell. I grieve for a second time. What was it like to walk with her heart somewhere near, but never quite in the real world? It was her wisdom, her insight, her voice, her love. Mother, now I've lost you twice. I knew her spirit was trapped. I knew she needed to be set free. But how could I? Of course she found a way to help me. One last time. No, I will not cry, not yet. Not until all my work is done. Now the heart contains a different spirit, a different voice. Delilah Copperspoon, spinner of lies, thief of thrones. Delilah the selfish, cunning and cruel. The Duke of Karnaca. Not so long ago I would have gladly thrust a dagger into Duke Abel's chest. But a more subtle opportunity presented itself, and I took it. The Duke still lives, but they dragged him away, thinking he was his own political double, gone mad. And the Duke's actual double? I think he'll be a much better Duke than the real one ever was. People will never know why their ruler suddenly gained wisdom, or took on a kinder tone. And maybe they'll wonder why Empress Emily changed just as suddenly. I'm not the same person I was 2 months ago. Now there's only one more task before I can rest. Corvo, my father, I'm coming. Leaving Serkonos. Bern is going to be important to the future in Serkonos. The overseers have been claiming they can bring order to the nation if given more power. Well, I just opened the gates of the Grand Palace for them. I'm curious to see what they do with it. How will the Vice-Overseer change things? I just hope they'll remember my idea of order might not be the same as theirs. I'm a heretic, after all, whether they know it or not. Back to Dunwall. Dunwall. My home. Terrible things, no doubt, happened here since I left. Since I was forced to leave. Will the city be in ruins? The people terrified, hiding in their homes? Am I trying to reassure myself, imagining the worst? What if I found the city in better shape than I left it? Delilah doing a better job than I did? No, I don't think it will be the case. I know Delilah, and I know myself better now. I feel guilty for all the things I could have done better before this all started, for being an empress not many people thought was worth fighting for. I don't know what I'll see, but whatever has happened to my city, I mustn't let grief or anger cloud my thoughts. Because the destruction of Dunwall won't be weighing heavily on Delilah's mind. She must know I'll be coming for her. She's watched from afar as one after another of her allies have been removed from my path. Does she feel vulnerable? Or was this her plan all along? All right. Oh, we can refill our health and mana. Never forget that. All right. Yep. Okay, good. I kind of expected them to now do the whole outsider thing again. Quality certificate, warehouse C67, Karnaca. Okay, nothing in here.
I must admit, this campaign has been conducted with far more restraint than I would have expected.
Someone likes us.
To bring down a tyrant and his cronies without leaving a wake of bodies boggles the mind. So here we are at the end. How will our outcast Empress fare against her own home, turned against her?
Was it this one?
I am old and tired. It's hard to remember the man I was 2 decades ago, much less 5 or 6.
Wasn't there a key that I kept pressing?
Follows an old logic. Delilah's view is warped because in her mind, she's at the center of all things.
Oh well.
Remarkable what Delilah's accomplished, coming from such a background, taking the throne.
True. Is there anything else here? I wonder...
At least the situation with the Duke is behind us. Let's not forget that small detail in all this. Drunken despot.
Alright. I wonder if we can somehow get into that other room. That door doesn't open. So what is this room for? It's constantly locked.
As I left it.
Well,
When this is over, I might visit the Academy of Natural Philosophy and shock them all. Assuming it still stands.
shock them all. What is he trying to do? Is this stealing, or is this just, oh yeah, I'll need that for the campaign.
I'm still aboard this creaking thing that Megan calls a boat. Anton Sokolov, once the designer of mighty ships, thrown against the malevolent ocean and large enough to heave the great leviathans aboard, thrashing and spilling their life's blood across the decks. Majestic ships, swift with luxurious cabins, fit for an empress. Where are those vessels now? They're far too important to carry an old man like me. I've been abandoned by my own creations. But maybe that's the way it should be. Haven't I been cruel, selfish? Perhaps I should be forgotten, consigned to the junk heap. Maybe I should die at last. And there's a chance I will on this final escapade. To Dunwall, then. We'll see what's left of me.
Alright. He seems to be a little end of life regretty. Okay, there's also nothing behind this. That's good. Warning? What are they warning me from? Off. Oh, crossbow bolts. Great. But this is looking promising. He has the story definitely prepared. So now we just gotta figure out if we can get into...
If I hadn't killed the Duke's brother so long ago, would any of this have happened?
What?
Hey, there you are. I wanted a chance to talk.
Mission clues. Megan Foster's waiting on the deck of the dreadful whale. She wants to talk. Okay, so I guess this is optional.
I made a vow I wouldn't come back here. And that's twice I've broken it for you.
Alright.
I wonder what Delilah's thinking. She must be aware that things have changed in Karnaca.
Okay, I can't open any of these.
5 years ago, if someone told me that one day I'd be happy not living alone, I would have laughed.
Okay, I guess there's no obvious way.
Find my way across these roofs blindfolded. I won a lot of drinks from people who said I couldn't.
Oh. She has a key. I wonder if I just made a mistake. Made her unhappy. But I think that's the key we need here, yeah. Megan Foster's notebook. What day is it? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know what will happen, no one can know, but I have a feeling that we'll all be dead soon. Everyone dies, just like my sweet Deirdre, twitching in the mud. But I think death is very close now. The air feels strange. The wind is coming from the west. I saw a dead gull floating in some foam. Don't go off to Dunwall, Billy. That's what I'm reading from all the signs. Billy? I could run, finally try and find him at long last, the old knife himself. They could rent another boat. They don't need me, not really. So I could run. I should run. Haven't I had more than my share of blood? So why am I still here? Dowd. Enemy of the city of Dunwall. Reward of 5,000 coins for capture or death. That's not that much. Oh. Billy Lurk. The offenses of this woman are high crimes under the strictures of the High Overseer, the municipal laws of the City Watch of Dunwall, and the edicts of our brave Lord Regent in these times of peril. Oh. As well as crimes of heresy. So Dowd, I know, was the one who killed our mother. And she just said, don't go to Dunwall, Billy. So is Megan really Billy? Okay, and the crimes and things are the same. So I guess heresy probably means... she used the powers as well.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Kaldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
So that was a recording of Dowd then. So she going after him? Huh. Alright. I guess now let's go to Billy first. Sorry, Megan. In case that is an optional objective. It also says start briefing, but who knows. Maybe you get different dialogue if you talk to her first.
Megan.
People have called me that for a long time, but it's a lie. My name is Billy Lurk.
Everyone's full of secrets. Why do I feel like you've got more to say?
Yeah. I can't believe I'm telling you this, but you deserve the truth. I'll just say it. 15 years ago, I ran with a mercenary gang. We got paid to kill people. Some who deserved it, some who didn't. The boss pulled me up from the Dunwall slums when I had nothing and had run out of rope. This is hard to admit.
Whatever it is, spit it out.
Our leader was the assassin Dowd, and I was part of the crew. Our last big job together, we were paid to...
You helped Dowd kill my mother?
Yes. I don't know what else to say. I've lived a very long time wishing I could take that day back, but I can't.
Whoa. It's hard to decide. You know, I mean, the reflex, I think, in Emily would be, you're a monster. And, you know, she has just lost her mother for the second time. But on the other hand, Billy has helped her. Like, where nobody else would have helped her. So, unless she's in league with Delilah, which, you know, it seems an overly complicated plan to, like, have Emily go around there and, you know, eliminate Delilah's allies, so what, Delilah can take over alone and doesn't have anyone to hold her accountable? That doesn't make sense. I mean, they did mention it earlier, but I think I'm going with you've changed.
I can't ever forgive you for what you did. But suffering has a way of twisting people. You're a different woman today than you were then.
Yeah. We've all been hurt. But not all of us did what I did. Or became what Delilah became. I know you'll never get over it. But neither will I.
I hope not. Goodbye, Billy. I'm taking the skiff, and I'll go alone from here.
Okay.
I can't deny it. Traveling with you has changed me.
Is this the same engine as BioShock? Is it? I don't know what publisher is BioShock. I think this is Bethesda, right? I don't remember. But like the way she turns her head and looks at you in this position looks just as weird as I think everyone looking at you in BioShock did. And there it kind of worked because it was supposed to be creepy.
I know you want to face her alone, but good luck. Remember, even if you pull off whatever trick you're planning for Delilah, she won't be easy to beat. I'm glad Sokolov was awake to say goodbye. How is it the old man cured the plague all those years ago, but can't eat without getting food on his shirt? In my time here, the Dunwall City Watch was just a bunch of drunkards and layabouts. No wonder half of them turned on you. Goodbye, Emily.
Okay, that's all she has to say. And that's all she said. Would probably have been nicer if I had stolen her stuff now and waited until then. I'm a bad person. Oh, let's see. What is Delilah working on? Delilah is alone now, but still immortal. King Sparrow Island. Caldwin's Bridge is where Sokolov says his apartment was. So we might get to take a take a trip there.
Home at last. It feels like another lifetime living in the tower.
Okay, there's Dunwall Tower. So I think our ship is it here-ish? Because we saw it from the tower, right? So it has to be somewhere here.
Serkonos has a better Duke now, even if no one else knows it.
Duke Luca Abel pushes for increased mine productivity. I refuse to believe the Karnakan people cannot give more. Representative from the Miners' Family Committee reports that another silver mine has partially collapsed. That's not good. Leaving 8 miners injured and killing 12. The committee maintains that the Duke's unrealistic production goals were the true culprit, citing the overlong shifts that have been a practice since mine owner Aramis Stilton disappeared. Hey, wait, they forgot to update this one. The miners are now managed directly by the Grand Palace until such a time as Stilton returns or until a new director can be found. However, the Grand Palace's official statement blamed the collapse on human error and threatened to arrest anyone found guilty of demoralizing the people of Karnaca. We at the Karnaca Gazette certainly support the effort to maintain Serkonos unity. Our thoughts go to the families of those injured or killed. Situation inside the Batista district continues to deteriorate at a rapid pace. Not long ago, the area prospered under the watchful eye of mining operations owner Aramis Stilton, but the well-liked workers' advocate disappeared 3 years ago under suspicious circumstances, and since then the entire district has been afflicted by increasingly foul air and gang violence. A functionary from the Grand Zirconian Guard admitted that the group has essentially abandoned the area. It's simply too dangerous, he said, of the crime inside what is now commonly called the Dust District. The overseers and the damn howlers fight for control in the streets with skirmishes every day, assassinations, torture, and so forth. After a while, we just decided to withdraw and let the two have it out, he said. Sealed it all up behind a few well-placed walls of light. Yeah, that's what happened before we changed everything, so that's from a different timeline and an old article. This is Bethesda, yeah, but the engine is based off the same engine used for the new Doom and Wolfenstein games. Although Dishonored 1 was built on Unreal Engine 3. Ah, okay. It's, I mean, it seems like a good engine. I like it. It doesn't really feel like the Skyrim Fallout engine. Okay, these are all the people we've taken out.
All right, Aunt Delilah. Let's see what you've done with my palace.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? No one should perish in the mines. Stilton Manor. Yes, we've been there. Okay. So let's start the briefing, I guess.
You know where to go to find Delilah, but how will you handle her? It's my hope that you have some sort of plan.
It could be tricky. She might not give me any choice but to fight. And Delilah deserves whatever she gets.
At my age, I've come to distrust words like deserve. As I've told you, I knew her long ago. Badly wounded, deep at her center, but cunning, and looking for a way to pull herself up. Perhaps more than anything, Delilah had a talent for imagining the world as a better place. If only that could have been channeled towards something less twisted.
It's probably too late to dwell on regrets.
Yes, you're right. In any case, please watch yourself. I've come to care a great deal about you.
Goodbye, Anton.
New mission clue. The skiff is ready to leave for the docks in Dunwall. The district is practically a ghost town now. Megan Foster's waiting on the deck of the Dreadful Whale. She wants to talk. Yes, we've seen that. Travel to Dunwall using the skiff.
You took the worst Karnaca had to offer and acquitted yourself superbly. Good luck with Delilah. I fear for the Empire if you fail.
No pressure.
Remember, the people of the city might have endured a great deal since you were driven from Dunwall. Desperate times. I've got maybe one more chapter left in my own tale. Hopefully a chapter set next to a roaring fire in Tivia. Toppling the Duke must give you a sense of peace. Maybe a better day will be born of it. It would be interesting to study why the Bloodflies have never taken hold here. Time. If I only had more time. Goodbye, Emily. I suspect I'll not see you again.
Some interesting painting. I wonder what this game has with the paintings. Like, we've seen the weird painting in Stilton's Manor. And he's painting stuff And they say Delilah was a painter. Alright. I guess here goes nothing. So I really wonder, like, is this the same engine as Skyrim or not? It definitely feels different. But that could just be, you know, it's a different time. It's definitely like the whole hand holds and things, so these choices for the animations are different. But I mean, otherwise, you know, one 3D engine is like the other. So it might just be different art assets and, you know, stuff added for this game specifically, you know, the specific modifications.
If old Samuel could see me now.
Who is old Samuel? You must confront Empress Delilah Copperspoon before she changes all the world with her will. Enter Dunwall Tower and find a way to reunite Delilah Copperspoon's spirit with her body to make her mortal again. Only then can you eliminate her and take back the throne. This ship doesn't look too good.
Take me to the Dunwall Tower. Bring me back to the cage in my own chest.
Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again.
You let your mother slip into oblivion. Do you know where my mother's resting? In a child's coffin, her skinny legs tucked beneath her, because I couldn't afford proper burial, while my father rests in the Imperial crypt.
You're lying.
You still can't accept it, little girl. Your father was born a nobody. I inhabit your mother's heart, and my body walks the halls of your crumbling palace and sleeps between your sheets.
If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that birth shouldn't give anyone the right to rule. You earn it every day by serving the people who need you. Now I'm coming to end your tyranny, Delilah.
It's a nice thing that they can do with the heart. I like that. It's general, like there's so much that they have no mobile phones. Painting is how they take selfies. Then why is there no painting of Sokolov, huh? Ever thought about that? Yeah, I like that in this game they remember the things they have, and you know, game mechanics aren't just game mechanics. Aren't part of the story, and the whole thing that you take the heart. Sorry, what was that again? That you take the heart and, you know, on one side set free your mother, which I think in general is a good thing, that she's finally allowed to die and not living this half-life in this heart. And on the other hand, that now we get to talk with Delilah, and thus, you know, because we never really got to interact with her. And so an enemy that you don't know is not as exciting as an enemy you've at least talked with a little bit.
She found the place where he was birthed by knife and ritual, thousands of years past. I see inside you, but you're not as twisted as I thought you'd be.
Okay. There's a rune. Okay. Now I guess I need to find... There's someone lying there? Okay. Is that a guard or... I don't know what it is. Pratchett warehouse. I wonder if, you know, that's a Terry Pratchett or if they just, you know, picked some nice sounding old name. I mean, it seems like this Pratchett jellied eels factory. That's a dead guard, okay. I guess that's still left over from early on. There's really nobody here. Oh, wow. The train is broken. So was that over the speaker system? Or is there someone nearby? Huh. I don't know, but it was sufficiently spooky. I don't like this. It's, I mean, on one hand, you know, I'm happy because there's nobody here. You know, so I'm not like fighting my way through. Oh.
Step up and see what I've got.
Black market, that's good. That's what I wanted. Let's see.
Pray at the Abbey, but I haven't seen a single overseer in days.
That's not good.
Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry.
And using the spyglass, the crossbow has perfect aim even when you chain shots. Improved damage. That might be useful. Hardened bolt. Bolt inflicts greater damage. Howling bolt. Ancient howl bolt. And deep howl bolt. Okay, yeah, we're not really interested in howl bolts. But hardened might be of interest. Pistol, we're not really interested. What is this? You're less visible in well-lit areas and reduces damage taken. Less visible, that sounds good. Bolt capacity plus 5.
Is going to stand.
Bullet start, silent running, make less noise while running, and sprinting. Spring razor capacity increased. Refined lens optics. Okay, so the silence here and maybe the bolt capacity. And maybe the wrappings. If we have enough for all that. Folding blade. Yeah, I hope we won't get into locked sword contests. Explode on contact. That would also be nice. Then the grenades would actually work better. What's this? Stun mine we have. Chain lightning. Each spring razor works twice.
Everyone has to make a living, right?
Yep, I never said I had a problem with how you make yours. Okay. Once installed, a masterwork upgrade cannot be removed if you install moth dust wrappings. What is collector's carapace? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Don't want that anyway. Bolt capacity, let's go for the...
Glad we could do business.
On the quiet stuff first.
Won't regret it.
And now let's go for impact grenades, I think. Just have to remember that I need a little bit of money left to actually buy the weapons. Enemies near the primary target are also electrified. Each spring razor works twice. Increased radius. Each stun mine functions an additional time. Let's... Okay, we already have those. Chain lightning. Okay, and... bolt that deals greater damage. Long distance. When using the spyglass, alright, yeah. Let's see. Pistol is not of interest. 2 additional bone storm slots, moth dust wrappings. Bolt capacity +5 is, I think, the only thing. Okay, let's increase the spring razor reach as well, because we don't know. And the hardened bolt, and I think we're good now. Alright, and now let's look what gear we can get. Crossbow bolts, not really. Let's get the rune. Key to the City Watch Armory. The shopkeeper's young son snatched the key to an abandoned City Watch Armory near the gate to Dunwall Tower. This checkpoint was used to stock military equipment, which might prove to be useful. Okay, let's get that. Sleep darts, yes. Stinging bolt. Grenade. Full-on grenades, incendiary bolts. And spring razor. Alright. I guess if we only have 28 left, we might as well get the one bolt.
Watch your ass out there.
Yeah, it sounds witchy out there. Gin, 2 ounces cane sugar, a small spoon, ice, a handful nutmeg, fresh. customers. Don't ask for a gin sling if you don't know the proper drink. Here's the way we did it. Okay, so I guess people kept complaining. Safety fire lamps. Best quality. Guaranteed Konaka made. Approved by the mines department. Oh, I could rob her here. Ah. Around back, is there anything interesting here? Well, there's blood for one. Copper wire, copper spoon. Halt. Authorized personal only. Common key. I guess someone forgot to pick up that tip. Citizens report troubling events. Troubling signs of mischief have been reported recently in all corners of Dunwall. What was thought to be a series of pranks has proven much more widespread and unsettling. Despite the enlightened age in which we live, superstitious folk have begun to rumor monger of witchcraft. There are reports of dogs shaved to the skin, small owls pinned to doors, lines of salt ominously left below windows, dried rats hung from archways, cats walking backwards who fail to mew, and pots of strange-smelling ointments left underneath beds and writing desks. That all these things might be occurring here in the capital all at once boggles this journalist's mind. What desperate times! If half of these are true, each odd occurrence seems a bad omen, a warning for terrible things to come. And if, as some say, these antics are the work of Empress Delilah's devout followers, then what hope is there? Hi, miss.
I shouldn't have eaten that. Now I'm paying. It's what happens when you're half-starved all the time. With all the shops in the district shuttered, this place still might be your best bet.
Okay. Oh, there's another boat. Let's have a peek. That looks pretty much like the boat from before. Grim tidings from the capital of the Empire. Following the coup, Empress Delilah Caldwin, formerly called Delilah Copperspoon, still sits on the throne in Dunwall Tower. The residents of the district have for the most part fled. Shops and apartments sit in decay. In some cases, barricades have been erected at narrow streets, attempting to contain the odd cabal of women accompanying our new ruler. Seeking to exploit an opportunity, local gangs are having a field day. I can attest personally to the increased presence of the Hatters, whose numbers have swelled with the recruitment of orphaned children. Your intrepid reporter will continue to bring you news as it happens, and as always I will interpret the events to the best of my ability. At the Courier we try to represent all sides that we deem reasonable. But of course we have a perspective and we have values, like all journalistic outlets, which will always inform our reporting. Dunwall Tower. Thomas. 2 days ago I saw all the Abbey men gather in the street and march toward Dunwall Tower. I had never seen so many of them. They were all reciting the strictures, their voices united. It made me believe the city could still be saved. But they haven't returned. Someone said they couldn't even reach the throne room at the top of the tower where Empress Delilah sits, scheming up whatever comes next. It looks like most of them died at the main gate, Thomas. There are no overseers left in the capital. I'm packing everything and leaving while I still can. Join me as soon as possible, Hugh. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Not good at all. some more money. I guess they're giving me the opportunity to go shopping some more. Let's see. How are we powers and bone charms wise? We have 3 runes. So mesmerize will never happen. Doppelganger will never happen. Shadow walk. I need improved shadow attack, so what's this? Improved shadow attack, assassinate or incapacitate up to 2 enemies. Move faster while in your stealthier form, so that might be something we might want to use now. Far reach, decelerate. Oh, we need those both. Oh, that's 4. Okay. These we have. Strength, throw objects faster, vitality, increase your health and resilience. Flexes, block to deflect projectiles, agility, increase your jump height and distance. Already done that. Sprint faster or take less falling damage. Bloodthirst, build up adrenaline in combat, then trigger. Oh yeah, that's something we didn't want. What's this one? Use the same trait up to 4 times across your crafted bone charms. Shadow kill. What's this? Turn all enemies to ash as they die. That actually sounds pretty good. I guess it's too late. But we've knocked out most people, so I guess it wasn't really useful. Wait, what? Was that bloodfly swarm? I didn't even see that before. Transform enemies killed in combat into bloodflies as they die. That will attack nearby enemies. Jesus. That's scary. I guess we'll do the improved shadow attack. We might be able to knock out a few people that way. Okay, let's see what bone charms we have. Walking and running speed is increased. Agile, recover from falls slightly quicker. Drop assassination, restores some health. Mana regeneration, enemies miss with fire projectiles more often. Far reach and blink consume no mana if used within a second of assassination. Maximum health is increased. Falling from a significant height creates a shockwave. Yeah, and stolen breath. Pulling enemies toward you with far reach is now stealthy and quiet. Far reach consumes more mana for all uses. That actually doesn't sound too bad. But on the other hand, I could probably combine these 4. So let's go and craft 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And now craft bone charm with 4 traits. Drop assassination, restores some health. Recover from falls slightly quicker. Enemies miss more often. Mana regeneration is slightly faster, or howling bolts are louder. No. Okay, let's craft this. Ooh, Elixirs restore slightly less health. Damn it! It didn't work. This is the first corrupted bone charm we've got. Agile recovery, bird of prey, drop assassination. Oh well. But we don't really assassinate anyone. I think we'll go with far reach. Elixir being slightly less effective isn't much of a drawback though. Okay, I guess we can try and see. Yeah, it's not as if I take a super lot of damage, so I guess we'll try our one. Alright. So we've used some resources. Alright, I guess we go back up here because we don't have that key. Can we buy anything more from you? Gear. I think we don't have... yeah. We can buy more crossbow bolts just because what are we gonna do with all that money? Wait, what about health? Yeah, health and mana were full, so it's fine.
Come back next time you need something.
It's kind of shocking to see, what? 1 crossbow bolt, 10 coins? Oh, and I think I never went back here. Did I? Is there anything interesting here? But it's all closed. Oh. Maybe. Did the copper wire just give me coins? I just realized that I always thought the copper wire was for rune crafting. But actually it's just gives you coins, right? Which, you know, is fine. It's more flexible. Let's see. Pick up. Yeah, okay, it's 10 coins. So basically 1 roll of copper wire is 1 crossbow bolt. Nice. Gee, you're leaking whale oil, I think. Do 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 do. Is there anything else? Seems to be 1 bone charm in the tower and a rune there, or several, that we haven't yet picked up. So it'll be interesting to see what happened to all the overseers. Oh, dogs. Ha! Let's see. Can we... sorry. Alright. That looks better. trespassing. Keep out. Ooh. We can go into that building.
I might have to practice on every building on this street.
Why not? No one to stop us from tearing up everything in the city.
My dear old dad says that Emmett Lark built this place.
Oh, who cares who built it? Old Lady Grithers lived here when I was growing up. She's gone now, trampled underfoot in one of those riots.
That's a bad one, Bill.
The trick is to die in bed, belly full of whiskey. That's how I'm gonna go out. You watch.
No, I'm thinking it's a belly full of stab wounds for you, throwing up blood in an alley.
Okay, I guess those are the Hatters. And these are more Hatters, I guess. So I guess they won't be happy to see me. This button.
Still taste that hagfish out on the sea, waiting for me. Something in the sand. Something
Should have spat right in his eye. That's what I should have done next time for sure.
He's practicing his rap, isn't he? So how do I get up there or over there? That's where I wanted to go. How low can you go? Every limbo boy and girl, all around the limbo world. Ah, just needed that extra inch. That was close. I could probably jump on the train. But given they have so many electrified trains, I'm not sure that's what I want. Well, I guess I'll have to go there anyway. Dunwall Courier. Oh. Oh, they hung some people? That's not good. Especially as you generally avoid taking damage. Yeah, I guess attempting to stealth, I shouldn't be too busy. I'm just not 100% sure what the final boss battle will be. So, many of these games give you like a final battle that you actually can't stealth. Well, you seem still alive.
Your Majesty, you're alive. It's been almost 2 months, hasn't it?
Okay, so we got a time frame.
I've been down in Karnaca trying to figure out how all this happened, with Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos.
And were you successful? Things are a mess here.
I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to retake my throne and find a way to help my father.
That's the best news I've heard in a long while. You'll have my support. Whatever you need, just ask.
Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview.
Okay. That's nice. Clock Tower, Coldridge Prison. What's that? Crown Killer strikes again. Jesus. Alright. Anything else I can talk with you?
Good luck at Dunwall Tower. The people of the district have fled. Everyone's afraid of Delilah and her followers. Whatever comes next will be written down in the history of the Empire, assuming we've still got an Empire come tomorrow.
Okay. For the Empire. Empress and Royal Protector exonerated victims of clever conspirators. On these trusted pages we have often speculated about the Crown Killer. At first we believed the monster took orders directly from the throne. Yet recent events have laid bare innumerable facts that leave Empress Emily Kaldwin and her Royal Protector Corvo Attano free of all such doubts. Not only are they no longer implicated in those gruesome murders, but they themselves are the victims of clever conspirators bent on destroying their exemplary reputations. Evidence now points to an assassin from Karnaca, possibly taking orders from none other than Duke Luca Abel and Delilah Copperspoon. However, this venerable institution is reluctant to arrive at conclusions before the whole truth is known. We will keep you aware of events as they transpire, dear readers. For the final boss battle, you have to assemble an enormous cast-iron mech suit and fight Delilah face-to-face in it. That would be nice, yeah. No, thanks. I haven't spec'd into mech suit at all. Right. Okay, that's the way out to where the dogs are. Is this... yeah, I can open it if I want to, so that seems fine. We've been here early on in the game. I remember this. I also remember the press person, like I remember Safe's coming because he was being attacked. Doesn't look too bad.
When the food runs out, I'll make my way over to the South Bank. Maybe better over there. Who are you?
I'm not a friend to your new Empress Delilah.
Thank the stars for that. I've been hiding here since the coup. Worked in the carriage rails before things went to pieces.
I've been in Karnaca for over a month. What can you tell me?
At first, there was fighting. Delilah's bunch against those in the City Watch who were still loyal. People tried to barricade the streets, to put up a wall around the tower. Eventually, the Overseers came down, led by the High Overseer himself. They fought against Delilah's witches. That's the only word for them. But I haven't seen an Overseer in a while now.
Anything else?
There was rioting over food. But people have fled the district mostly. Not long ago, someone came by in the dead of the night, pushing a carriage toward the tower. Looked like bones. Maybe from a whaling slaughterhouse. No idea why Delilah would want that.
Thanks for what you've told me. Stay hidden for a few more days. Maybe things will get better after that.
They all have so huge, such huge hands. Okay, it doesn't really look like I can get up there anywhere. Does it?
Hey!
Maybe? Nope. I don't think. Oops, okay. Fell all the way down again. And that's probably too far up. Yeah. Unless... Nope, that doesn't look good. I still don't get that you turn and yeah, okay, and that's where the dogs are, so we don't want to go there. So I guess we'll go back up and try to Assassin's Creed style jump across the rooftops some more. But I like it that they, even on the dead ends, they put some stories at least as a little reward. All right. Where are we? Still dogs. Boyle. Huh, this looks cool. This is the street where we ran out of the tower, right? I guess the nice thing... What's that sound? Dogs, okay. Huh.
That safe's gotta be here somewhere. I paid good money for the tip-off.
Is someone there?
Whoops.
I won't let him.
What's going on? Hey, she won't go anywhere. Time to Let's see what little girl. I'll keep that nice scarf of yours.
Damn it. Oh.
Think you look tough? I'm gonna cut you into pieces.
Oh. Don't know why I bother with the Hatters, but I mean they're gang members. I think they should be okay to kill in the way I understand this game so far. Huh. Oh, wait. It's behind this wall? Ha 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 ha. Nice. Oh, wow. They're really being nice at the end here. Alright. Alright. Let's see what the outsider has to tell us.
Welcome home, Your Majesty. Delilah's waiting for you. She's been sleeping badly for the last couple of weeks, because that piece of her you were carrying around has been calling out, begging her to take it back. She feels the same craving, but she'll fight to the death to stop you from putting her spirit back where it belongs. You were careful in Karnaca. Let's see how that serves you in the tower where you were born. Delilah's got the throne, and she's got your father. But now, she's got a secret as well.
So the secret is that we have something that makes her mortal, or what? What did he mean? This is such a gorgeous shade of purple. It's like, where does that light even come from? Nowhere. It's just there. Technically it should be, I guess, somewhere here. Oh, we can close this. We could lock in the hatters. I mean, not that I think that will do anything for the game. But hey. That's a nice door, you know, by having it come forward for the last step and not just being a sideways sliding door. It means it will look much more like a part of the rest because you just nail all the plates on from, you know, like from behind or whatever. I don't know. That witch doesn't look too healthy. Does she have like extra? Oh, that's like dungarees or something. I was just thinking, does she have like extra arms? Alright. Where to next? Let's see if there are any... I think there was a last... Did we get all the bone charms and stuff? No. 74 meters that way. Okay. But I think if we've got more money, we might see if we can get a few more upgrades. Huh. I hate running back and forth. I mean, you know, I'm not really running, but yeah, I think this is the spot where we jumped down when we fled the last time, right? Yeah, with the big whale oil tank. Anything on the way that looks like money? Guess let's see.
Good to see you again.
If we can sell you anything more. She looks a bit like one of the witches. That's not a good sign.
Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Rolling bolt. Springless. Okay, we've already have this one installed. We have 341. And that's all gun stuff. More magnification if we want it. Already got this one, already got this. So the magnification might be the only thing we have left. Yeah, looks like it. I guess let's get that then. Alright. And
my door's always open.
I guess we're full now. I guess now we know. Whoops. Or maybe we don't. But now we know what all those pipes and boxes are for. Just for getting back up here. I wonder if there's anything interesting. Oh, there's no open doors there. But I wonder if there's some interesting people over there. Dungarees more like breeches with scintillating stitches. You mean breeches get stitches? No, wait. Alright, I guess we'll just continue on. Kind of wondering if it's worth going over on the other side. Do we meet? Oh, there seems to be someone down there. But I guess with all the dogs, why will we? I think we're not good. I guess if you didn't take the powers, you would probably have to fight your way through here, right? Because you can't get high up, so at least you'd have to fight the dogs. What's that sound? I guess we're on some something seems a bit iffy about that teleport. Let's save in case. No, it actually works. Okay. It's always nice that they put the dog boxes around whenever they have some dogs. I wonder if there's anything here. Oh, anonymous letter. Miss Fenella Reed, are you really going to keep living in a ruin with your leg still broken out of misguided loyalty to your boss? He's dead, and he was an asshole. Everybody knows that. I don't give your building 3 days before it falls to the ground. By that time you could be sailing to Driscoll on the ship I told you about. The captain will grant you passage for free if I give him the word. They're leaving this afternoon. All you have to do is pass by that little courtyard behind the Dunwall Courier and do as I told you. Nobody will know. Go back to your family, leave Dunwall, and forget about the Boyle Company. This is your last chance. A friend. Yeah, That doesn't sound very stable. The question is, did she go? You know what would be funny? If they made jumping down here, you know, since the floor is so unstable, made you crash through. But they don't. I guess it's too much work for a little detail that most people will not find. Huh. This also feels vaguely familiar, but I don't know if it's just we've had a bunch of partially broken houses like this. Is that the ground floor already? Nope. Okay, so maybe we won't run into the dogs if we go down here. Let's see if there anything. Is there anything? Nope. I don't think this got me anything. But I think I'll go over to find out what this Boyle place is. Okay, nothing interesting here. Are those the... oh yeah, those are the hanged. Okay, those are not actually people. Oh. I'm not sure, will that dog notice me? Yes, it will. Behind Doyle's, I think. This is it. This spot looks vaguely familiar as well.
You got this close to Dunwall Tower? By the gates.
Yeah. After the big fight between those overseer hard-asses and Delilah's girls.
Are we gonna put it back together? Make it work?
Yeah, dumbass. Because you just spent 6 years at the Academy of Natural Philosophy.
Hey, screw you.
Don't lose your shit over a joke, Daniel. We're gonna sell it. Must be worth a lot of coin.
What did they find?
We'll have to get this thing onto a boat. No one buying in Dunwall right now.
Hope they all rot in this part of the city's a graveyard. I don't know whether to run or settle in.
Maybe the Academy won. They're laying low because of Delilah.
Makes a person
Gotta
sick.
play this just right. No one needs to know we found it.
Alright.
Maybe it's time to head back to Schwick. Show those lubbers who's who. Thought things might get good, but with the new Empress, now no one's even got much to rob.
Alright, where are you folks?
stuck over here.
Ah. You're one floor below me. I guess. No, or is it this one?
My arm!
If I wasted the sleep dart and he died anyway because he rammed his head in. No, okay. Oh, I got a sleep dart back. That's nice. Oh, that's one of those arms. That doesn't sound good. So what did you folks want to sell? Here are some legs. Okay, so I guess they thought they'd sell parts of a clockwork droid. Dang, they've already looted everything. That's rude. I guess they collected it for me. Nice. But yeah, this place looks very cleaned out already. Okay, that's the downstairs door here. Jesus. All these people. Blade conversion. I don't want to go back again. Okay, just to be safe. Let's make sure I can go in and out there. But I don't think I need to. What's this whistling sound? That doesn't sound good. Bathing salts. I think that's isn't that a kind of drugs these days? Oh. Suddenly the door up here is open. Oh, that's the one I came in through. Dough. Okay, I just could have used that door. Oh, I'm a moron. Is there further way up? No. Letter from Boyle Accounting Service. Miss Fenella Reed, I regret to inform you that your special allowance request has been denied by our financial director. We are very sorry to hear that your apartment on Caldwin Boulevard is in such poor condition, but we think you're being overly emotional when describing the building as on the verge of collapse. A broken leg is certainly not something irreparable, or is a broken ceiling. In any case, as the import manager, you must understand that the company's future is unsure, to say the least, after the untimely death of its beloved founder and the political turmoil across the empire. All wages should remain frozen until a successor is appointed. No exceptions will be granted. Bastards. Pay what you owe. Alright. So I don't think we can go out anywhere here. Nice. So the black bone charm is somewhere up there. Now just how the... Okay, up there. Can we get there from... We've been over there though. That's a bit weird, is there? There is no stairs further up. So how are we supposed to get up there? Excuse me, sir, do you maybe know how to get 60 meters above? Ooh, okay, that worked. Somehow, I think that's supposed to be an invisible wall. No, maybe not. Oh, okay. Nope. All right. Here's the thing. Okay, I think they want us to go around anyway. So let's go here and here again. Ah, come on. You can go over there. We've done it before. not really very... I mean, it's something they do with real buildings, that they put up posts like that to keep a building from collapsing and things like that. Like if they tear down a building in between two buildings, usually they'll put bars sideways here to kind of keep the other two from toppling over. All right. Ouch. What was that? Okay, this time it worked. I guess the train tracks are no longer electrified. Could I technically go on the tracks? But I don't think the door works. Ah, okay, here.
That's a shame.
What's a shame? Oh, I hear someone screaming. That doesn't sound good. I wonder, I think these people here are these... I guess those are overseers, maybe? Or just regular citizens. But this is where we arrived, right? We came down here and ran into those people, and it turned out a little bit more of a bloody affair than we had intended. Okay, how do we... I think we need the rail. Not sure that works. Don't really want to fall on top of the dogs. Oh, it actually worked. That didn't sound good. High voltage. Oh, okay, those are not... Yeah, those are overseers, okay. And those are not guards, they're hung guards. So, yeah. The whole city seems to be falling apart. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice metaphor. You know, for the kingdom falling apart. So I guess we'll try to get back the way we came. Do we have to go to the tower entrance? Well, I guess we'll see what happens if we try sideways. Because I think when we arrived here, we didn't have the Outsider's abilities yet. Whoops. Also, we didn't have that amazing jump we have now. So, let's see. Alright. I guess we can go in here, can't we? Oh, that doesn't look good. This door wasn't open when we left. Oh, is it up there? Yes. What does this bone charm do? Well, I guess we can see. What is it? Void armor. When you take damage, a significant portion is instead subtracted from mana. Okay, not really something we need, but good, we've collected that. Oh, what's this? Block the secret passage. I want the back route out of the tower blocked off in case anyone else knew about the former Empress' secret exit. Work all night if you have to. Okay. So that means no secret entrance.
Delilah.
Who's that? That's a servant.
To be something nice.
I think that's one of Delilah's friends. That worked. I don't know if there's a point in keeping the witches alive, but I guess. Okay, so the back entrance. They thought about it, that's nice. I like that they went to all this effort to block this way off. I don't know if we can... Is this a spot where you could void walk or something? I guess we can try. Nope. Okay. Alright, so that was a bit pointless. And I'm just noticing it's already been another 2 hours? Seriously? What happens if we use the microphone? Just want to know. Okay. So, I'm gonna save scum here. I'm not doing this. I just want to hear what Emily would say.
To the people of Dunwall, those of you surviving here in the shadow of the tower where I was born. Under Delilah, you've endured much over the last weeks. But now your rightful Empress has returned. And I will expend my last breath, returning stability and peace to your lives. On this I swear.
Yeah. Now we've got witches on us.
You're not one of us. Here,
Oh.
you should have stayed in your boring little world. Time to cry and bleed. Come back here.
What do you mean back here?
I'll fill my pillow with your hair for luck. You don't stand a chance anyway.
All right. That's not fun. All right. I mean, this didn't go as badly as I thought. But I promised a save scum, so let's go back. But at least we did this experiment. I'm happy about it. Okay, and that's the second balcony. Right. And that's where we knocked out the other witch, right? So I guess we have to take the Dunwall Tower entrance. Anyway, since it's already been another 2 hours, which has really surprised me, that went fast. You know, there were barely any enemies on the way. It was just so explory. Well, anyway, so another short break, and then we'll be back. See you in a moment. I didn't run into them. And there's a bunch of medicinal plants here. That's nice.
Oh, you must try my ale sometime. You must. My abbey brews the best in Kent.
It certainly sounds worth the risk of my immortal soul.
God is rather a hard taskmaster.
And your god forbids the mixing of wool and linen. It sounds to me like he's never heard of England.
Not all that is written in the scriptures is God's honest truth.
I do a roaring trade at Reculver and Tunbridge. They pay well for my catch.
The monks? Do those parchment-skinned Christians ever eat meat?
Don't you believe in Jesus? They refrain because he died for our sins.
No one will stop me sucking the marrow from a nice leg of lamb, not even God's seed.
Eternal damnation is worth it.
I think that's a bug.
One more time, I'm telling you. If he says my boots...
They switched to being generic Anglo-Saxon men from the dialogue. There's a handprint on the shower curtain. Oh, sorry, I'll have to... Let me do that again. Oh, that doesn't show up on the... Does this one work? Okay, thank you. Okay. Why is the chicken attacking me? Seriously. Do they have attack chickens here? What the heck? A sea lion. That's cool.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you.
Ah, okay. That's Valka now, our seer. Okay.
Oh dear, it feels like it's been so long. Valka, my friend, you're most welcome here. Are you well? Better than well. I am present. And your mother? My mother has found her peace at last. She...
Get on the horse. This is my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. Like this, you have kind of a picture on the foreground and like frames and things on the background or something. And you can even say on the background here should be text, but then on each card you can have different text. And so this is a little fast on this emulator, but you can see them zip by. I can probably wait. Yeah, I can play it frame by frame, I guess, so you see it a little better. So that's basically how this with the background and the foreground works. And so this was what I used to learn programming. And I wonder how that works, like whether it was just that, you know, the kind of people, you know, that being outside of town kind of protected them from, you know, I don't know if they, you know, took apart a body to see out how it worked, that then nobody would, you know, see them do it, and that way, you know, ignorance is bliss. Or if it's more about, you know, having, you know, being near the forest. Okay, let's try this.
Breaking Ragnar's shield wall.
I hope you will. Let me now prepare the shield wall. Lord Ragnar, will this be the day? Stand fast, warrior. And if long
Whoa. Heal.